Hello, this is Trevor. In this video, we're going to walk through Spybug, which was a CTF challenge in Hack the Box 2023, the Cyber Apocalypse. All right, so first off, here is the code. Lots of files, lots of interesting stuff to look at. What I found first was in challenge control panel views and the panel.pug. Right here, we can see that those three, the template, the pug template, allows these three to be rendered without encoding. So if we can get something in one of these three fields, we can get cross-site scripting. So I attempted to do that, but what I found, and it didn't work, right? I went to index.js and I saw this. So we have the content security policy set for script source self. This denied any like self-hosted, cross-site scripting or inline stuff right here, right? So I needed to figure out another way. And what I found was that and I'm looking at my notes in case you want to know, in routes agents, this is where I want to pull up next. It had some checks to see on the file. So the application allows you to upload files. I can't remember if this has a login. Let's go look at routes. Oh, it does. But it's all, if I remember right, it's all API driven, which is cool. So it allows you to upload a recording. And this is how I was planning. This is how I thought to bypass that CSP restriction. If I could upload my payload to the site and then point my XSS to that upload, that would bypass that would satisfy this content security policy because the script would be coming, from self. So that was my goal. Looking at the agent upload, I found that I needed to have, it did this, the magic bytes check. So it searched, it had to make sure that the file had this specific byte sequence in it. And then I think that was it. That was the only requirement. And so what if I could get a JavaScript file uploaded and meet this requirement, then I would execute the XXS pointing to it, and then finally the flag, which was in Docker file. I don't remember where the flag was, but I wrote a solver for it. So let's go through this document. I'm going to run it against the local. I have a register function that creates a user account or creates an account and gets a token. Here's where I build the payload. And so the JavaScript from that is, the flag, that's right. The flag I found was in routes. So I saw that in here, we can see the flag is saved to an environment variable. And then in challenge control panel routes panel.js, we can see that right here, if the session username is admin, then it's going to set the flag as the username. So it's going to overwrite the username if it's admin to start with. cool. So we need to get admin, and then we can read the flag from the page. So back to the solver. That flag, that username is in the H2 of the page. So you can see here where I get the elements by tag name for H2. And then I do a fetch to a server, and I this BTOA does a base 64 encoding of the first H2, the contents of that, and concatenates it here. So we just get a request to that URL. And then here I open, so I just searched the internet for a .wav file and downloaded the first super small one that I found. And I took basically the first 25 bytes of that file and tacked it on to the end with the 2 forward slashes to indicate that it's a comment, so it didn't ruin, the payload. So once I had that, I uploaded it, and you can see here's the files where I post that. And then this is taking advantage of that cross-site scripting site that we saw in the pug. So I'm injecting this script tag, and I'm telling it to, from the local host, whatever port, and then the URL to the file that we're going to upload, write that to the page. And so when it's rendered, that XSS gets executed, and I put that in the Arch field. And then all I've got to do is check the Colab server for the flag. So let's show you how this works. As long as everything .py, and then I think all I need is this, right? No. I messed around with this code before. This takes 4, but 5 was given. So it needs identifier, token, upload URL, payload, not port. I don't know why port is here. Sorry about that. Okay, so it looks like everything went through. Let's check collaborator. And it didn't work. Well, that's upsetting. Let's check proxy. We got this file. So then art script uploads. That should have worked just fine. Annoying. I shouldn't have messed with this before trying to record it. Oh, good. Ooh, it did show up. Request to collaborator. Copy. It just took a little bit. So we'll go to decoder, paste that, decode as base64, and there we go. There's the flag. Cool. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.